Okay, so in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to create an animated border, and you can use the same trick to create an animated border around buttons as well. Let's get started. So I have a card, and this card is just a simple card with rounded borders. Okay, and if I show you, this is how the card is set up. Okay, just a div with a h2 and a p tag. Okay, that's it. So here, what we're gonna do is just gonna copy this. I'm gonna put it here, but I'm gonna make this a after. Okay, and here I'm going to add a width of 100% and do the same for the height. This needs to be absolute. Okay, add in content. So now you have all of this. Use translate 50% minus 50%, and I'm also going to add top 0 and left 0. Now it's aligned to the top, and I know you can't see it right now. That's because I haven't added any colors to this. Okay, so I'll just make this background color red, and as you can see, we have this. Okay, so now if I want to center this, I just need this 50% and percent. If I save this, you can see this. It's covering the area of the card and taking in the 100% height and width of the card. And now I can just add in Z index. Okay, the little red corners here. Okay, so it's in the back. And if I want to round this out, do border, and you know what? Let me just border radius. Let's say 5 pixels for now. Okay, let's actually do 10. Okay, so 9 I believe is the right number. So we can do padding, and I'll do 100. Yeah, it takes it too much. Actually, you know what? Let me just change that to 105%. 2%. Yeah, that, and let's do 4. And now what you can do, since this is expanding out, you can use, instead of red, what you're going to do is do, and here you can actually add in a lot of different colors, okay, depending on what you're trying to do. So red, green, yellow, blue, pink, for example. I'll just save this, and as you can see, nothing happened. Oh, because this needs to be a background image actually, and let's save this. Yeah, so now you can see that this is being applied. Okay, but I'll actually change some of this a little bit. I'll just quickly add this and come back. Okay, so now we have this, and actually if I show you, if I save this, you can see that we have this. Okay, this is what is called a conic gradient. Okay, so it's taking in one of these colors on each of these sides, and if you see, you can see this like line in here, right? So the way to get rid of this, and just add it at the end like this and save this. Now you can see that is blurred out by mixing in with the end. Okay, so this is how you get that. So now that we're done with this, you must be wondering, how do we animate this, right? So the way you animate this is by something called,
by using from and adding 90 degrees.
changed its position, but obviously we can't animate this, right? We can't make this move. So the thing you do here is that you can create a variable, and I'll call this
Color degree, you can just call it this.
and now I save this, and as you can see, it's still applying. For example, if I do 0, you can see it went back to its normal position. Okay, so this is working, as you can see. But obviously we still can't animate this. But I did want to show you that you can use variables like this. So what I'm going to do here is use something called add property. Okay, so add property. Okay, and here you end up having to tell it. The first one is the syntax, and in this you end up telling it what kind of syntax this is going to accept. So the syntax it's going to accept is angle. Okay, like this, and you actually have to give it a name as well. I want to show you this in the end, but I want to get rid of this error first. So you basically just name it the same thing. Okay, you name it the same thing. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to name it this. Okay, there we go, the error is gone. And the next thing is going to be inherit, and I'm going to make this false so that it doesn't inherit any other thing. And then you have a initial value, so the initial value is going to be 0. And now what I'm going to call this spin. Okay, and what it's going to do is taking this, and now I'm basically just going to say 0 degrees is the starting value, and go from 0 to 180, or 360. Okay, degrees. Okay, and now we have this, but how do we now animate this?
We will use animation for this.
So this is all the things that the animation property accepts. So I'm gonna use spin 1 second. Okay, and infinite, and I'm gonna save this. Now as you saw, we were able to spin that, but I want to show you one more thing to make it work, and that is basically just copy paste this in, and instead of after we're going to do for, save this. And what this does is creates a double of this. Okay, I'm also going to take this, and here we need to add a glowing effect to this, like a neon type of effect to this. Okay, so the way you do that is use filter, blur, and 10, for example, 10px, and as you can see, a blur type of effect, glowing type of effect has been added. Okay, and you can also do something like rem as well, use something like that. And if you're wondering how to increase and decrease this, you can just do it like this. Okay, and also you can use opacity. 1 does nothing, but let's say 0.5. Okay, you can also use that to increase and decrease this. So we have this, and now if I do this and do this, so you must be wondering, why is this happening, right? Why is this spinning when we're just trying to make the degree spin for this? The reason is I just remembered that this is a predefined animation actually, so it's just taking in that one, the normal spin. So what you can do is just, name this something else. I'm going to do spin G as in spin gradient. Okay, and then save this. And now you can see you get this beautiful spinning animation. And if you want to refine this more, you do, I'm gonna say 2 seconds, and instead of ease in out, let's do linear. Okay, so before, what was happening was that it was not kind of continuous. When it would reach the end, it would kind of slow down because of the ease in out. Now it's just continuous. Okay, I can also show you another trick with this, which is if I copy this and just comment this one out. So you can actually do another thing, which is, let's choose this green one, for example. I'm going to remove all of these. Okay, I'm going to do transparent, and let's save this. As you can see, you also get this, and if you're wondering how this would look in the back, look at this. Let's make this 3 seconds. Okay, and I think you can do something like 70% or something like that. Yeah, So you can make this animation as well. Okay, something like that if you like this better. As you can see, and I want to also make one more thing clear. The reason you were getting the glow effect, okay, because we added another thing in the back and it was copying basically all of these styles. It was, I was separately adding this.
So this is another effect you can get without the glow.
But you can add the glow effect here too. So you can also, if I cut this out and if I do this, and if I do copy, paste, and I do here, hover, okay, do this, and so I'm gonna save this and I'm gonna do this. Now if I hover, it starts the animation. So as you can see, you get this animation as well. And if you don't like this one, you can just switch back to this one and it works the same. Okay, if you hover over this, it starts working.
And you can play around with all of this.
So I hope you like this tutorial. Like and subscribe to stay updated on the latest tutorials, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.